Let's also listen in to what the Palestine envoy to Delhi had to say on this issue.
The decision is a decision. It is a relation between governments, so we don't play games. When we have told the ministry, external ministry of India, in our decision, when we told the media in India in our decision, I told you there is no changes in the decision. The relation between India and Palestine goes back for decades. And in India, it was always leading the world for the liberation of Palestine. India has very close relation with Palestine. Never we interfere in the bilateral relation between countries. India supports Palestine in the political issues, in the United Nations resolutions. India supports Palestine economically and the scholarship and Palestinian institutions in general. And I would like to thank the government of India for all that. Palestine has 83 agreements with 83 countries against terrorism. And as India is one of our closed countries and very important country to Palestine, for sure we are against terrorism in general. So how it could, when it comes to a country, a friend country like India, for sure we support India in its war against terrorism, and we are ready to exchange information with the Indian government and help them. We have tried to release the 39 Indian who are kidnapped by ISIS, right? And we worked hard, and we still working to release them. The most important issue in West Asia is the Palestinian cause. Without solving the Palestinian cause, without the liberation of the Palestinian people, without establishing the state of Palestine on the land of 1967 with East Jerusalem as its capital, I don't think you will find peace. All those people who are talking in the name of Islam will find a reason as long as Al-Aqsa are occupied by the Israelis. And I think the step of Mr. Trump has threw oil on the fire, which is illegal decision and illegitimate decision at the same time. I think while the achievement in Syria and Iraq against terrorism, this decision will help those terrorists, right, to grow up again. So the most important issue to be solved is the Palestinian cause. It could be something like the negotiation with Iran, as an example, 5+1, right? And I think we call India to be part of that body, because India also has a good relation with the Palestinians and with the Israelis. And I hope also this matter will be discussed during Mr. Netanyahu's visit to India, right? Because the measurement of the Israeli forces, occupation forces, are not accepted at all. the apartheid law in Israel to find two different laws, one to the Palestinian and one to the Israelis, I think it is apartheid and it is discrimination. To keep the Palestinian people under that occupation and its measurement, confiscating their land, building settlements, demolishing their houses, killing their people, I don't think anyone would accept it in the world. I think it is very clear by the United Nations resolutions, Security Council and General Assembly, and all the statements of the world. The two-state solution, when we talk about it, we are accepting 22% of historical Palestine, right? It is the land which it has been occupied 1967, right? And this piece of land is, as I have mentioned, 22% of historical Palestine. Even with that, the Israelis, they don't want to give us this piece of land, and for that, they are building settlements every day, which it won't be accepted, and in this case, we will never find a peace solution, because the central cause in the area is the Palestinian cause. If you find a solution to that cause, a just solution to, according to the United Nations resolutions, right, on the land of 1967 with East Jerusalem as its capital, otherwise there is no solution, and I think there is no security in the world.
Meanwhile, Palestine is weighing its options on reinstating the Palestinian envoy to Pakistan. Here is a take from the experts on a prime-time debate.
To your mind, what is the dissection, what's the outcome, and what do you think Pakistan is trying to do here?
Well, I think it's a classic case of disinformation that the Pakistani establishment is actually trying to spread. And the man that was mentioned, Tahir somebody or the other, is probably the mouthpiece, as your Pakistani journalist also claimed, that he was the go-to man when it comes to military, religion and politics. So clearly he's been set up to say all these things, and some of the lapdog media in Pakistan have bought it up or have been paid to spread this story. I will not discount the fact that some pressure is being brought upon the Palestinian Authority or the Palestinian government to rescind the decision, so that Pakistan can feel that hobnobbing with globally united designated terrorists is quite a normal thing for any ambassador posted in that country. So I think Pakistan is playing this game to claw back some of the damage that has been done already, and given the situation that it is in today, with over $2 billion being put on hold by the Trump administration and various other issues that Pakistan is facing.
Who is Tahir Ashrafi? What's his? Why is he the one making these claims? Why is he the point of contact, if at all? If the Palestinian authorities have to make such a reassurance to Pakistan, why would they communicate that to a Pakistani cleric? What do you think is really going on here?
Maulana Tahir Ashrafi is a very prominent figure when it comes to patching things between two parties, especially if one of the parties is the military establishment. The military establishment, since Tahir Ashrafi's arrest many years ago, in what can be described as a compromise situation, Tahir Ashrafi has been the military's go-person to sort things out when it needs to, using religion or politics. Tahir Ashrafi has quite